Coming up this morning on Action News, we talk with Kennewick Police on the importance of getting help to students experiencing mental health crises. It comes as just this week, officers were able to get a teen help. Fortunately, there were no threats of violence in that incident. The police saying it's okay to ask for help. Plus, the Hanford Patrol Guards are still without a job. 21 days ago, they were locked out of the site, and the latest proposal from their union was passed along 6 days ago and then denied. Negotiations stalled once again. We'll have the latest on that. And the Yakima Library is bringing an Icelandic tradition to your backyard. Translated to Christmas Book Flood, the tradition focused on gifting books during the holidays, going back as far as World War II. We'll tell you when you can celebrate. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, we're halfway through the work week, or at least starting the halfway point of the work week. And I know we've been seeing quite a bit of cloud coverage lingering around for the start of this week. Is there any indication we might see some sun breaks today?
Maybe today, yes, but then we're going to get right back into that cloudy pattern on Thursday and Friday. Now, what I will say is that it has been quite wet early in this week, but we are going to be on a general drying trend, really starting today. After we get through this morning, we are going to be looking at dry weather this afternoon with some sun breaks, and then even on Thursday and Friday, even though it is going to be cloudy, we are still going to be staying dry before more shower chances return for the weekend. In the Tri-Cities right now, you can't really tell it, but there are rain showers afoot. There are raindrops falling around the forecast area, maybe even some light snow towards the western half of the region. But again, these are going to quickly go by the wayside today. It's 42 degrees right now in the Tri-Cities. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Showers are continuing this morning, as I've already mentioned. Look for partly cloudy skies and gusty wind this afternoon, with showers returning for the coming weekend. I'll break down these three weather headlines in greater detail coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. A man wanted for a brutal domestic violence assault against his girlfriend is now in jail. Kennewick police say this past Saturday, Joel Obley assaulted his girlfriend using a box cutter to stab her in the face, neck, and abdomen and arms. Just after 3 yesterday afternoon, police were able to find him and take him into custody without incident. He faces assault and other charges. While the exact motive for the Wisconsin shooting is not yet known, mental health issues have often led to problems at schools. Just on Monday in Kennewick, officers were able to get a teenager the help they needed after experiencing a mental health crisis. While this local incident did not involve a threat of violence against others, it is something that parents and others often have to deal with these days.
We have bad days. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to ask for help on that bad day. They're not alone. We all have trials, issues that we're going through, and that's why I believe we have these resources, because it's a big enough problem that they can get the help they need quickly.
If someone or if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis and needs help, call or text 988. We also have more resources up on our website, KEPRTV.com. Now, the Hanford Patrol is still unable to set foot on the Hanford site. It's been 21 days since the members of the Hanford Guards Union were locked out of the site, and it's been 6 days since they last sent their contract proposal to Hanford Mission Integration Solutions, or HMIS. Now, that proposal was declined, so now negotiations have come to a halt with just a week until Christmas. One of the major sticking points, guards don't want to be required to take any vaccines. They also want compensation for being required to submit to more intense security measures, like allowing access to their bank accounts. The union is also upset about the timing of the lockout.
Timing that this was done, pretty low to pull a negotiation tactic like this on people the day before Thanksgiving and run it all the way into Christmas, and with everything else going on, that nobody needs that added stress.
HMIS representatives share the following statement that reads in part, quote, HMIS lacks authority to negotiate government-mandated requirements. We cannot and will not violate federal law and bargain these issues with HGU. Now, union leaders say recent court cases do give HMIS the ability to drop the mandate. HMIS also went on to say in the statement that they've made several concessions, and the December 5th offer is their best and final offer. We'll be sure to provide any updates when they become available. The city of Zillah plans to build an indoor public market that will showcase local wine, beer, food, and agricultural products with areas for vendors and food trucks.
It's an opportunity for new businesses to come in and get a jump start. It's a place for out-of-town businesses to come in and complement those that we already have instead of competing. And it's also a place where businesses that are out in the county, like the wineries and the breweries, can have, basically a storefront location right off the interstate to promote all that Zillah has to offer with our rich agricultural heritage.
This isn't just a Zillah project. This is a regional project that we're trying to promote the entire lower Yakima Valley. Just people are really excited about this project. It's a big undertaking, but I think it'll be good for the entire valley.
Now, the city of Zillah plans to present the project to the legislature this year and secure federal funding by July for the design phase. After that, they'll seek loans for grants for construction, aiming to start in 2027. And this holiday season, you can celebrate an Icelandic tradition at the Yakima Valley Libraries. Jólaflóabad is an Icelandic tradition around the holidays that started as far back as World War II. It translates as Christmas book flood. Paper was one of a few commodities not rationed during the war, and many people in Iceland gifted books during the holidays because of this. The tradition has since continued, and now it's going to be celebrated in Yakima.
We want to get books in the hands of children, so what better way than to celebrate a celebration that promotes reading, and we are going to give away free books.
Now, if you bring your child to any of the libraries that are open on Monday, December 23rd, you'll receive a free book and some hot cocoa to celebrate Jólaflóabad. There it is. Jefferson, I gotta say, having that spelled out phonetically has been very helpful because I don't know. I looked at the actual rundown title where it actually spelled it out, and I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's a good tradition, it sounds like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of traditions, though, is today a good day to get outdoors to do any traditional things like caroling or anything like that?
Should be. Today is going to be a very, very good day to get outdoors by the time we get to the afternoon. Now, this morning we are looking at some showers here and there, but by the afternoon we are going to see some sunshine come out, and we are going to be looking at fairly mild temperatures too, especially for the central and eastern half of the area, where we will see daytime high temperatures today in the mid to upper 50s. Now, what I will caution is that although it is going to be fairly pleasant temperature-wise and we might see some of that sunshine, winds might be a bit strong for some of us. I will talk about the wind scenario for today coming up.